Every year, thousands of people visit Costa Rica and wonder the same thing. What if I didn't have to leave? What if this wasn't a vacation? What if this could be home? From relocation and real estate to lifestyle, family, business, and community, this is the Breakthrough to Costa Rica podcast, presented by All in Guanacaste, your guide to life on Costa Rica's Pacific Gold Coast.
Welcome to the Breakthrough to Costa Rica podcast presented by All in Guanacaste. I'm Rob.
And I'm Jen.
Today we are talking about something that people ask me all the time. Which town is better, Tamarindo or Playa Potrero? I think that's the wrong question.
I agree. What's funny is that before we moved here, I probably would have grouped them together. They're both beach towns. They're not that far apart. But once you've spent time in both places, they feel very different.
Right. And that's why so many people struggle with the decision. It's not really about which town is better. It's about which town fits the life you're looking for. Let's start with Tamarindo, because that's where a lot of people first discover Costa Rica. For a lot of people, Tamarindo is their introduction to Guanacaste. It's got restaurants everywhere, coffee shops, nightlife, surf shops, boutique stores. You can walk around town and there's always something happening.
That's one of the things people love about it. There's energy. You can walk down the street and run into people from all over the world. There's always something going on.
Exactly. If somebody told me they wanted to be in the middle of the action, Tamarindo would be high on the list. You can live there without feeling isolated. You can walk to restaurants. You can walk to the beach. You can walk to pretty much everything you need. A lot of people love that.
Potrero is quieter.
Much quieter. And I don't mean boring. I just mean relaxed. When I walk around Potrero, it feels like a real beach town. People know each other. You run into the same faces. You stop and have conversations. Life moves at a different pace.
And I think families really notice that. One of the things I love about Potrero is that it still feels authentic.
It still has that small town beach feeling.
Let's talk beaches, because people always ask about beaches.
That's true. Tamarindo Beach is iconic. It's huge. It's great for surfing, great for walking. There's always activity. Potrero Beach is different. It's calmer, more laid back, less crowded, and not really any sails on the beach like Tamarindo. And then you've got Flamingo Beach 5 minutes away, Playa Penca. Some of my favorite beaches in Costa Rica are within a few minutes of Potrero.
Living in Potrero, you end up with access to a lot of different beaches, and they're all different.
One thing people don't always think about is traffic.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
If you're in Tamarindo during high season, there are more people, more vehicles, more activity. That's the trade-off. You get more restaurants, more services, more nightlife, but you also get a lot more traffic. Potrero tends to feel calmer, especially day to day.
What about real estate?
That's interesting because both markets have done very well, but they're different. Tamarindo has been established for a long time. People know Tamarindo. It's an international destination. Potrero has been evolving. And I think Marina Flamingo has changed the conversation dramatically. When people look at Potrero today, they're not looking at the same Potrero from 10 years ago. It's grown. There's more infrastructure, more restaurants, more interest from buyers.
So who should choose Tamarindo?
If you want energy, if you want restaurants outside your door, if you want nightlife, if you want lots of activity, if you want a town that always feels alive, Tamarindo's hard to beat.
And who should choose Potrero?
If you want a slower pace, if you want a stronger sense of community, if you like the idea of being close to everything without being right in the middle of it, if you want easy access to some incredible beaches, Potrero deserves a serious look. What's interesting is that when people first start researching Costa Rica, they often focus on the obvious things: house prices, beach access, rental potential. Those things do matter. But what usually determines whether someone loves where they live is how they feel there.
That's true. Some people walk into Tamarindo and immediately know it's their place. Others spend 10 minutes in Potrero and never want to leave.
Right? That's why I always tell people to spend time in both. Don't let somebody on the internet decide for you. Go have breakfast there, go walk the beach, watch a sunset, spend a few days in each town. The answer usually becomes pretty obvious.
So which one would you choose?
Well, I think everyone listening already knows my answer. But that's the interesting thing. The answer isn't the same for everybody, and that's what makes Guanacaste such a great place to live. There really is a town for almost every lifestyle. Thanks for listening to the Breakthrough to Costa Rica podcast presented by All in Guanacaste. If you're researching relocation, real estate, or life in Costa Rica, visit allinguanacaste.com. Until next time,
Stay warm.
or come south.